It is cuddle time with the Indy Dog Whisperer's Nathan Lowe. Here are his tips regarding affection from your dog's point of view.
Hi everyone, I'm Nathan Lowe, the Indy Dog Whisperer. Today we're going to talk about one of all of our favoriteest activities when it comes to dogs, and that is cuddle time, or when it's time to show affection. Now, there are a few things we need to understand in regard to this so we know how to best give affection to our dogs. That will include why dogs give affection, it will include when to give affection, and how. Why do dogs show affection to each other? And I put that in quotes because it is different than human affection. Humans show affection in order to affect a feeling of acceptance, etc. Dogs cuddle in order to socially bond with each other through scent exchange. So they will lay with their scent against another dog's scent, and that is a social bonding activity to exchange scent in that way. Now, dogs also will lay together for warmth, just for purely practical reasons. You may think, what do you mean, when should I show affection to my dog? Well, keep in mind, if it's not an emotional thing to make a dog feel accepted, which a dog doesn't really have a mechanism for that, you don't see them looking for acceptance from each other, then what is it? And when should you show it? You should only pet, lay next to your dog, show affection when your dog is calm. Now, why is that? First of all, let's ask, do dogs pet each other? And the answer is, no, they don't. However, they do groom each other. So you will see dogs lick each other's eyes, ears, face, head. You'll almost never see them from the neck or below concentrate on the body, which is why a dog can get weird if you pet all the way down to the base of the tail, down the spine. They can kind of turn around. That area on a dog is kind of where humping occurs, where dominant stuff occurs, so they can get a little uncomfortable with that. But it's important that when you groom, like they groom, when you pet the head, your dog is calm, because that is when they do it. You will not see dogs grooming each other when they're excited. What happens when you pet your dog when they're excited, or if they're tense and you're trying to calm them down? It doesn't work. And here's a couple reasons why. Sometimes when a dog is really tense and showing dominance and another dog comes up and licks their mouth, that is actually a show of submission. So what you don't want to do is, if your dog is tense, pet, because in effect you could be showing submission to your dog, which makes your dog actually more powerful in that situation and could make them more dominant in that situation. If your dog is super excited and you pet, I have found that it hyper-stimulates the animal. It never calms them down. It just gets them ramped up even more. How do you show affection to your dog? Well, I'll tell you what I do. I get on the floor, I lay pillows there, I make a beautiful little nest that's comfortable for me, and the dogs come up and surround me and they lay all around me, against me. That's how I do it. Dogs love, love, love this, so I scent exchange with them as they do with each other, and this is a social bonding activity with them. Now, when I pet them, I concentrate, as I said, on the eyes, ears, face, and gentle strokes, not anything, right? You do this and it stirs them up. You don't want to do that. So gentle strokes, and only when they are calm and relaxed. Now we do the social bonding activity of grooming on the dog. A little word of warning about hugging. Hugging a dog, while some dogs, are okay with it, for most dogs that is reminiscent of getting humped or having another dog reach a paw over the shoulder, which is actually a dominant signal. Now, it's super important that if you have children, I never recommend you have children hug a dog like this, because it can be viewed as a dominance thing to grab them around the shoulders. So just be very, very careful of that. Also, when you cuddle with your dog, do not allow your dog on top of you. I never let dogs get on top of me. So when I lay on the floor in my little nest, the dogs come up. They know not to put a paw on top of me, not to get on top of me, because that is dominant signaling, and I'm not going to allow that. I have to retain my position in the pack. So they come alongside, lay alongside me. It is fine if a dog rests their chin on you. That is not a dominant signal, and they will do that to each other regardless of rank. But never, never, never allow a dog during cuddle time to put its paws over the top of you or to get on top of you. Now, that also includes your lap. Dogs shouldn't sit on top of your lap, as that is a dominant signal as well. I hope these tips have been helpful for you. It is awesome and fun to cuddle with our dogs, but it's important to follow a few principles to make sure the communication is clear, that you retain your position of authority with the dogs, and that affection is given in the right way. I'm Nathan Lowe, the Indy Dog Whisperer. Have a great day.
Always learning something from him for sure. Thank you, Nathan. Hey, if you have a question or a concern about your dog to share with Nathan, just head on over to our Facebook page and leave us a comment. Pretty simple. Nathan will answer that question during one of his segments live right here on Indy Style.